when they say the big wave is yet to come, what does the big wave look like?
Probably we're going after a different set of targets, more focus on the manufacturing side, the ballistic and drone manufacturing sites, storage sites, ammunition bunkers, and other things that weren't an immediate threat to our striking aircraft. We've taken care of most of the air defense, the radars. Apparently, we didn't get all the enemy aircraft down, but this time we'll bring in the B-2s, B-1 bombers. Some people say some B-52s will come in and do standoff. So I think you're talking about some heavy ordnance being dropped now in the next wave all through Iran to go after these targets. But Elizabeth, the key thing is, do we have all of the targets we need? We've been working in this country for 30 years setting up target base, and yet you have to continue to renew the target base. It does change. And if you're getting 1,250 targets in the first couple of days, you go for 4 weeks, does that mean you're going to have 10,000, 15,000 targets? The trick is to have the right targets that put the pressure militarily and politically on the regime. And that's the art of this.
General Votel, are you at all surprised at the Iranian reaction? It seems to be sort of a scattershot spasm of retaliation and revenge. They're hitting civilian targets in their neighboring Arab countries. Does that surprise you at all?
I am a little bit surprised by the targeting of civilian infrastructure, the airports and other things like this.
Hotels, like big hotels?
Right, very clear civilian targets. I'm very, very concerned about that, and I think that's likely a misstep on the part of the remnants of the regime, the leadership that's ordering that, because I think they're likely to see attacks visited on them by these countries. They're not going to put up with that type of stuff. We've seen some larger volleys of missiles, but we've also seen a lot of, as you suggested, scattered shots here. So to me, that indicates that the command and control of the Iranian military here has certainly been impacted. And while they are trying to react, they lack the coherence to really orchestrate anything that could be meaningfully effective beyond some of what they're doing right now.
General Clark, already tallying up, it's a stunning tally, actually. 49 Iranian leaders killed, including the supreme leader and the head of the Revolutionary Guard. Most, if not all, of the Iranian Navy sunk. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said there was an imminent threat. He said Iran, in about a year, would have built and stockpiled so many ballistic missiles and drones it would have crossed a line of immunity. What does he mean, and does a year from now qualify as an imminent threat?
Well, I think, we're going to have to let the American public ultimately decide on whether they support this operation or not. But I will tell you that there is a balance between what you can attack with and what you can defend with. And if they're producing a lot more missiles than we can knock out of the sky when they attack us, then we got to take some urgent action. And the fact is, they're producing their missiles a lot faster than we're producing the Patriots and the THAAD missiles that we need to knock them down. So that's part of the calculus. We've already expended a lot of our inventory going after the Yemenis, going after the earlier fights against the Iranian missiles. So our inventory is down. We've got to protect our inventory for the use against China and possibly in Europe. So, yeah, I understand the urgency. But the other urgency is we can't allow this country to have nuclear weapons. And, they've from 1979 on, Iran has chanted death to America, death to Israel. And they're trying to get the inventory to actually carry it out. So, you look at this, Iran's got the war it's been seeking.
Right.
At least it has.
Very quickly, General Votel, President Trump notably has not ruled out sending in ground troops. That is a huge move, a huge statement for him to make.
Yeah, I mean, I think the president is not taking anything off the table. Again, there's always the potential for that. I mean, my own assessment at this point is that the probability that remains pretty low. That would be a whole different aspect of this fight, and a whole lot more that we would have to commit to sustain something like that. But I think the president is again, like he's doing with his broader messaging here, is not taking anything off the table and keeping maximum amount of pressure on the remnants of this regime.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.